Hey everybody, this is a horror story about my roommate that I rented a room to, and a warning to everybody on YouTube not to bring in people from Craigslist or that you don't know into your house because they can stay there against your will until they're legally evicted. And if you try to get them out, you lock the doors behind them if they stop paying rent or if they start damaging your place, like this guy is to mine, or they are violent to your things or they steal from you, that if you put their stuff out and you lock the door behind them to try to get them out, that you can be arrested. You can be arrested for burglary. And the state of California is fucked up. So their laws make no fucking sense. Basically, I let this guy move in with me 4 months ago. I'm a leaseholder on an apartment in LA that's $2,500. It's not even my own apartment. I just rent out the rooms to manage it for the landlord. And he took on one of the rooms for $900. And basically, after 4 months, he ran out of money. So he's 48. He's a complete fucking scumbag. And he had to sell his car. He doesn't have a dime to his name. And he's like, oh, I ran out of money. And I'm like, well, I need the money because I owe my landlord, the lady that owns this place. She's got her own bills. I owe her $900 because I'm the leaseholder. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not paying. I'm like, okay, well, then you have to leave. So I give him a 3-day notice, written by email, and he says, basically, I'm not leaving. So I call the cops. Cops come. By now, he's done damage to the apartment, so I'm scared as fuck to even be in my apartment because he not only bashed in his door, he bashed in his bathroom door. Fucking disgusting, wormy loser. Look at this. Okay? That is somebody kicking in a door. And then that is the front, and this is the back of the door. So it went all the way through, okay? And he broke a drawer. He ripped it out like that, and he kicked in my stove. Yeah, so hang on, that's that right up there. It's like kicked in on the bottom. So I've got this fucking scumbag loser who's 48 years old, and I'm just a 5'2" little woman, and I'm afraid to be around him because he's obviously violent, and I'm scared. So I called the cops, and not to mention, I smelled some weird shit in the house, and I think it's meth. And the neighbor said he thought he smelled meth, so I think he's a fucking meth head. And he's all twitchy and like this, and that's when he talks. And so I asked the cops what can be done. They said nothing. If you throw his shit out and you lock the door behind you, you can get arrested for burglary and you're not allowed to travel in certain countries. And so I had to go legally file eviction and post a fucking notice on his door. The email wasn't enough. It has to be written out and legally evict him, which is going to take another fucking month. So now that's 2 months that there's some deadbeat living in my house, and I'm literally in my room right now, and I've put a lock on my door because I'm afraid that he's going to come in here and hurt me or hurt my stuff. And the state of California is set up to cater to all these fucking douchebag loser victims. So don't let anybody in your house from Craigslist or that you don't know like family, and that's straight out of the fucking cop's mouth because they can fuck you over.